All right, welcome to another Spinato Spin. Great to be here on the 13th of November 2019. I got some chilly weather here in the Northeast. It's expected, right? This is basically the end of your fall, so the Christmas bells will be ringing pretty soon here, so you got to enjoy the turkey first. But it's going to get, the frost is already on the pumpkin. The pumpkin is pretty much done. But I'll tell you what we're going to talk about. I did a little talk on Monday, focused in a little bit about Veterans Day. Veterans Day means a real lot because without veterans and without people that actually help defend us in this country, I wouldn't be speaking to you right now. I'm no person that's pie in the sky. I would not be here unless it was for veterans, and it was for a group or a country that protected me while I spoke to you. But here's something we got to think about, and this is real important, to think about it every day. One thing Napoleon Hill talked about is you could do something once, and that's great, and maybe do the best you ever did once. But the consistency is the key, and that's what I want to talk about. What really makes us have limiting beliefs in ourselves? What really is it that turns us into a person that achieves or a person that falls a little short? And then there's nothing final. Winston Churchill had a great line. He said, success is never final and failure is never fatal. I mean, that's a good way to live. In other words, things aren't never as good as they appear to be, and they're never as bad as they appear to be. So keep yourself focused on that. Keep yourself positive. But what about your limiting beliefs? What does that really come from? Well, I've talked about it before. It's a great book out there. I'm not going to show it to you. But it also says what to say when you talk to yourself. Now, what you say when you talk to yourself is vital. Because what that does is that basically gives you your marching orders. That gives you your direction of what's going to happen in your life. The most important thing you could do is learn how to control your mind and what you're saying to yourself on a regular basis. Things go bad. Who was it? William Clement Stone had a great quote. Whenever things went bad, he always said, "That's good." Okay? That's good. And then he challenged himself to come up with 10 reasons why it's good. You see, when you think about limiting beliefs and things that can happen, whenever there's a difficult situation, how do you handle it? There's one thing that is a great idea to think about too. Whenever I anticipate a difficult interview, I succeed with a positive outcome. That is because I have learned to trust the subconscious and have found infinite resources at my command. You see, when you start thinking about things like that in a positive way, you just feel better. You feel more armed. You feel more positive about what can happen for your future. You see, that cuts down on your limiting beliefs. If here's one that really gets you going. You think about it. It goes real simple. It goes like this. It says, when someone says you cannot, you answer, why not? When someone says it's impossible, you answer, nothing is any more impossible than I believe it to be. Now, if you think about all these things and you think about what's happening that's going on, it's real easy to point to these right things that are happening. The bottom line is, when you consider all the things that can happen to you, think about this one too. You truly believe, okay? You truly believe that with your individual fortress of faith, that nothing is anywhere near impossible. Anything is possible. When you have that attitude, when you have that simple belief, all that stuff can happen for you without a problem. And the bottom line is, when you are adding it all up and you start looking at your inventory of what you're all about, you got to feel good about yourself. You got to say to yourself, this guy's going to do something special. Nothing's going to stop me. You could say something to the effect that right now, today, I choose to let nothing stop me or stand in my way. No problem or defeat is ever the end of the road for me. I know roads don't stop, people do. So I make sure I keep my roads going. And so do I. I keep moving, and that keeps me winning. And speaking of winning, I will win. Why? I'll tell you why. Because I have faith, courage, and enthusiasm. You see, when you can start saying that kind of stuff to yourself over and over, it gives you a great comfort. It gives you a great amount of confidence. You know, you got the old saying too, when you want to think about your limiting beliefs, well, ask the question this way: do you walk by faith or do you walk by sight? In other words, do you believe that something good is going to happen, or do you just react to whatever's happened in the last few seconds, last few minutes, last few hours, last few days? See, if you really believe that something really good can happen for you, then you're on the right track. There's no doubt in your mind that things can happen for you. And what we got to do is keep ourselves interested in seeing ourselves hit that finish line. The finish line is what it's all about. Here's another good one for you. All the happiest, most fulfilled people, most successful people realize that success is a process. It's the journey of who we are to who we become, and it's not simply the end result that makes it all worthwhile. You see, you got to understand that the actual realization or the achievement of a goal is sweet, and yet along the way you're likely to find that there's going to be setbacks. Viewing those setbacks in the right light can make all the difference in whether or not you succeed ultimately or not. The most important thing you could do is find yourself looking at setbacks as a learning experience. You see, there's a lot of people that have gone out there and tried certain things, and when they think that they haven't achieved the goal when they thought they would achieve it, they consider that a failure. No, it's like what I told you about Churchill. Nothing's fatal, nothing's final. You got to keep charging ahead and keep feeling good about your efforts. You know, we're trying to put together a list of people to contact to help you with your future, help you whatever you're trying to do. Don't give up on that. Keep looking for people that can help you. And the easiest way to find people that can help you is to find people that you can help. Always reach out. Always do something. You'll improve your confidence in yourself, and you'll lift up the belief in yourself. It's always super talking to you. We got a few more minutes, a few more seconds real quick. I'll hit you with one more. You are good at breaking large obstacles down into smaller pieces which are easier to handle. Okay, and you never allow any problem to be bigger than it actually is. Talk to you later, folks, and take care and have a good one. Bye-bye now.